Welcome back to the channel Valuable Coins History. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating top four. First up, the 1975 Australian bicentennial 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is an item that sparks considerable interest among collectors and enthusiasts, though it's important to clarify some context around its true historical and numismatic significance. Australia officially celebrated its bicentenary in 1988, not 1975, and the most prominent bicentennial coins are from that later year. However, the 1975 50-cent coin is still collectible due to its unique design and the presence of a mint mark in certain rare issues. The obverse of the coin features a youthful effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, and this was part of the regular decimal coinage that replaced the pre-decimal system in 1966. The 50-cent coin itself is dodecagonal in shape, 12-sided, and struck in copper nickel, as the original silver 1966 version was discontinued due to the value of the metal exceeding the coin's face value. Now, while most 1975 50-cent coins in circulation are only worth face value or slightly more, extremely rare varieties, such as those with a distinct mint mark, die errors, or proof-like finishes, can fetch substantial amounts in the numismatic market. Collectors particularly value coins that are in uncirculated or proof condition, as well as those that were part of limited mintage sets. Some speculative reports and online rumors claim that certain rare mint mark variations or coins from unique strike batches are worth tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. In rare cases, if such a coin were to be verified as a previously unknown minting anomaly with historical documentation and pristine preservation, its market value could skyrocket at auctions due to collector demand. However, these are exceptional cases, and their true value depends on market demand, grading by professional services, and verification of authenticity. The idea that a 1975 Australian 50-cent coin could make someone an overnight billionaire is more rooted in myth or dramatic exaggeration than financial reality. While coin collecting can indeed yield surprising windfalls for those holding rare specimens, the majority of 1975 50-cent coins, even with minor mint mark variations, are valued far below that threshold. Nonetheless, in the world of numismatics, it only takes one incredibly rare find to change the game. If a genuine, authenticated, ultra-rare 1975 bicentennial 50-cent coin with a unique minting error or historical significance were discovered, it could indeed command a life-changing price at auction. Until then, such coins remain a fascinating chapter of Australia's monetary history and a source of excitement for collectors hoping to strike gold in their own coin jars. Next up, the 1996 Australian bicentennial 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a particularly fascinating piece of numismatic history, although it's important to clarify that the term bicentennial, in this context, can often be misused. Australia's bicentennial celebration was in 1988, marking 200 years since the arrival of the First Fleet, and there was a commemorative 50-cent coin released in that year. However, the 1996 coin itself does not officially commemorate a bicentennial event, but it remains a subject of intrigue for collectors due to its rarity in certain mint mark varieties and potential errors. The coin shows the familiar dodecagonal, 12-sided shape made from cupronickel and bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maclouf on the obverse. Some collectors believe there are ultra-rare editions or presentation versions of this coin that make it stand out as a hidden gem in the world of currency, contributing to myths about its astronomical value. What makes certain 1996 50-cent coins potentially valuable is their connection to special mint sets, private collections, or specific mint marks, particularly those produced at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. When a coin bears a mint mark or a distinguishing feature such as a proof finish, low mintage, or even a striking error, its value increases exponentially among dedicated collectors. Over time, stories have circulated of such coins fetching high prices at auctions or private sales, especially if they're in perfect uncirculated or proof condition. In the case of the 1996 version, if one were to discover a coin with a unique mint mark or error not commonly catalogued, its value could spike into the thousands, or more if it generates significant collector demand. Still, Claims that a single coin could make someone an overnight billionaire are exaggerated, but reflect the allure and mythology surrounding ultra-rare collectibles in general. In the collector's world, a coin's true value depends on a variety of nuanced factors: condition, rarity, provenance, and current market trends. While many might dream of discovering a 1996 50-cent piece that brings unimaginable wealth, the reality is that only a few pieces, if authenticated with unique errors or provenance, may hold extraordinary value. Some of these could be auctioned off for tens of thousands if they're proven to be one-of-a-kind specimens. But more often than not, the stories of billionaire-worth coins are rooted in speculative fantasy. Nevertheless, this coin remains a symbol of Australia's enduring fascination with its royal and colonial heritage, and for those who believe they've found a rare version, it might just be worth a professional appraisal. You never know when a coin that seems ordinary might turn out to be the crown jewel of your collection. Next up, the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II, though often mistaken for a bicentennial commemorative issue, is in fact a standard circulation coin and not officially tied to any bicentennial celebration. Australia's bicentenary, marking 200 years since European settlement in 1788, was commemorated in 1988, not 1971. However, the 1971 50-cent coin still holds a place of interest among numismatists due to its historical context, rarity in pristine condition, and specific features such as mint marks or error varieties. The obverse of the coin bears the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin, a familiar image across Commonwealth coinage of the era. The reverse showcases the Australian coat of arms, rich in symbolism and national identity. While the coin was widely circulated, certain versions, especially those with unique characteristics, are highly sought after by collectors today. One of the key elements that elevate the value of this coin is the presence of an unusual or rare mint mark or a striking error during production. Mint marks on Australian coins typically indicate the mint facility, such as Melbourne, Sydney, or Perth, responsible for production, but in the 1971 series, official mint marks are absent from standard circulation issues. However, in some rare cases, coins may exhibit subtle variations, planchet errors, or anomalies such as double strikes, off-center prints, or die cracks that were not caught during quality control. These variations can make a seemingly ordinary coin exceptionally rare. When paired with exceptional preservation, graded in high mint state condition, these coins can fetch significantly high prices at auctions or in private sales, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars depending on demand, rarity, and provenance. Despite myths and sensational claims circulating online, it is highly unlikely that a 1971 Australian 50-cent coin would make someone an overnight billionaire. Still, it is true that numismatic treasures can yield surprising returns. If a coin from this year were discovered with an unprecedented error type, experimental metal composition, or a private minting origin unknown to the public, it could indeed become the crown jewel of a collection, warranting significant interest from museums or elite collectors. But for the average coin, even in pristine, uncirculated condition, the value would realistically range from a few dollars to several hundred. The real wealth in such a coin is its cultural and historical legacy, connecting modern Australians to their numismatic heritage and sparking curiosity about the stories each coin carries through time. Next up, the 1999 Australian bicentennial 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II, and a commemorative design is often surrounded by myths and exaggerations regarding its value. Issued by the Royal Australian Mint, this coin marked the 200th anniversary of the discovery of Bass Strait in 1798 by George Bass and Matthew Flinders, not to be confused with the bicentenary of Australia itself, which was commemorated in 1988. The 1999 coin was part of a circulating commemorative series and carries a standard dodecagonal, 12-sided shape made of cupronickel, weighing 15.55 grams. Though produced in significant numbers, a small subset was released with an S mint mark, intended for collectors as part of the Mint's annual coin fair. These mint-marked coins were not generally released into public circulation and were instead available in special packaging. It is this version that draws the most attention among enthusiasts and has created speculation regarding its rarity and value. Despite popular internet claims and viral social media posts suggesting that this coin could make someone a billionaire overnight, the reality is more measured. The value of a 1999 bicentennial 50-cent coin depends greatly on its condition, the presence of a mint mark, and whether it has been certified by a professional grading service. Uncirculated or proof quality coins with a visible mint mark, especially the S or M mint marks from special sets, may fetch anywhere between $10 and $100 from serious collectors, depending on demand and condition. However, the general circulating version is typically only worth face value or marginally above it, unless it features an unusual minting error. Claims of these coins being worth millions are unfounded and have no basis in actual numismatic market data. These rumors often arise from misunderstandings or deliberate exaggerations aimed at driving up interest. The myth of this coin's astronomical value often plays into broader themes of hidden wealth and sudden fortune, which resonate strongly with the general public, especially in an age of viral content. Many people hope to find forgotten treasures in their pockets, and while coin collecting can indeed be lucrative for rare and historically significant pieces, most commemorative circulation coins, including the 1999 50-cent, don't reach those legendary heights. To genuinely profit in numismatics, one must understand mintage numbers, historical context, condition grading, and market trends. So while the 1999 bicentennial 50-cent coin does hold symbolic and collectible value, it is far from a golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. True rarities like the 1930 penny or misstruck proof coins carry more legitimate investment potential.